Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is a really late night video. It's like 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna be a little more quiet. I'm also playing some Legacy console on my PS4 right now, so you're probably gonna hear my controller like this noise, but other than that, it should be a pretty normal day. Well no, it's not really normal because I'm not gonna be really playing anything. Well, let me just pull up some auto level there. But I came on to talk about how great Bedrock is. Like, I played Java, and I watched some Bedrock videos of it. Bedrock was, like, yeah, Bedrock, from what I remember, was kind of meh. Like, it wasn't terrible, like, it was fine. But, my internet turned off at 10:30, so I downloaded Bedrock last night, and I realized, it sucks. Like, when I was stepping into the server to play, it was laggy. It was, I don't know if it's like, uploading it, there was a texture on the top right, notifications just not there. And when I did load in, it said the default as vibrant visuals, or whatever it's called. And it showed my phone's performance, and I was already trying to use my phone's hotspot with using my computer, so and the phone was at, like, the phone was cooking, like, it was spacey, and it's not terrible. The pad is enormous, and the controls are pretty small. The settings are also terrible, because the graphics can change some things, but other things are grayed out, and I didn't know that. I didn't know. You need to leave the server to change some settings, but I didn't know that, so I was just like clicking around to see if, oh, well, maybe there's a setting I need to change, like maybe there's a extra graphic option. No, okay, well, to keep that from happening, I'm actually, I figured it out, but it would be nice to have a whiteboard from the settings to be like, hey, you need to leave the game to change the settings. And they need to do macro to run the chat filter, and there is an macro. Like, looks like right, you click on macro, and it's like, here's the little thing up. And speaking of chat filter, I don't care about swear words, so I was like, hey, let me chat and how can you say this? I can't figure it out. There's no, like, you can change the filtering of the general page. So I looked down through the general page to see if maybe there's an option to enable and disable the chat filter. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's actually just, like, nothing. Like, no option, no icon to I have no option. But there's nothing to tell you that you need to, like, how to do this, like how to change your settings. There's nothing telling you that. There's nothing telling you how to do that. And even, like, I asked some guy that in the server that uses Bedrock, like, how do I do this? And he didn't answer. Well, he did answer, but his answer wasn't really helpful. Probably because he doesn't know. It's just like, make it easy, because the people playing are kids like me, and I don't want to have to Google and search and sift through Reddit forums from like 10 years ago to see how to change the freaking chat filtering. Like, just let me see shit and fuck. I don't care about swear words, man. Come on. Like, just use your brain. It's just like, come on. Besides that, the signing process is so laggy. It feels like signing in on my old computer from like 2010, or my sister's old computer from like 2010. It's like the same exact process. It sucks. They haven't updated the UI except making it more glitchy and more modern and more bad. And it's just like improve the game before you add more features. Like playing uh, Legacy Edition on my PS Vita from probably like 2014 was the last time I got updated or something like that, versus playing Modern Bedrock on the latest version, 26.1, and my Vita wins. That's concerning. Like, well, no, sorry, I hit my mic. I was gonna, here? No, okay, be more quiet. Oh, I just died. I was gonna say it's a little less concerning with the PS4, because the PS4 is more powerful, but I don't see that as an excuse, because you still have to pay for like multiple and stuff. Like, it's still a bad experience. Like, I've already paid money for the disc. Like, just let me use the features. And it's not like they're having to handle the multiplayer stuff. Like, the multiplayer server I was going to play wasn't one of their official ones. It was a third-party one. Like, just let me play the game that I bought. I don't want to jump through all these hoops and have to pay for PlayStation Plus, which is a pretty bad service already. Like, expensive, not very worth it. It's kind of like Game Pass, but for PlayStation. And my experience with PlayStation Plus wasn't that good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it wasn't terrible, but I can live without it. And it's just annoying when companies do these obviously greedy things without getting any backlash. Like, where is the backlash? These companies, they're so greedy, and it's like, I don't get why one man, whoever is the PlayStation CEO, I don't know. I don't know who's at the top of Sony, but that one man is probably worth millions, and yet they want to charge us to play a game we've already bought. They want to charge us for things that used to be free. They're not really human. They're more like corporate, like, play thing. They're less human and more animal. Like, they're not human, but they're not human. They've just been consumed by so much greed. They don't have real opinions. They just have like corporate opinions. The only opinions they hold are the opinions that make their stock value go up and will make their PR stay good. There's very few large companies that don't have that, and I don't know the names of them. I only say that because not every large company is like that. It's just probably more than 50% of them are like that. Like, I'm leaving it up for ambiguity in case someone else knows this. Like, if Mark Zuckerberg is watching this for some reason. Oh, there's a little mansion. 100 blocks in the sky. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just like greed. I feel like Valve is one of those companies. Like, Valve has done some messed up stuff, definitely. Like, they're not perfect. They've messed up in the past, but most of the time they're for gamers. Like, I don't like CS2 loot boxes. I'd rather you unlock them with in-game currency that you get from getting kills and doing things like that, and just have the option to have it as a paid currency. Like, maybe. I mean, the perfect scenario is something like Geometry Dash, where all the currencies are skill-based. Like, you need to be good at the game to get them, and you can't just pay to win. Yeah. I probably have some more things to say. Let me just think for a little bit. Let me just, like, marinate, because I've said so many things in the past couple seconds or minutes. Oh, I completely forgot to look at that. the first like stage, I guess. Yeah, oh yeah. Why are AI companies just buying up all the random stuff? Do they really need that much? Do they need all that RAM? I'm like, what happened when these AI companies fail? Or most of them at least. Will they become terminated? Some videos of things online doing that type of stuff on the computer, the subscription that doesn't call it live or something, and then first-party features. What if the government money eating breakfast or brushing my teeth or taking a shower or using towards me from I don't want that. I want privacy. Surprise, surprise, I want privacy. I know the probably already trying to maybe not with my phone, maybe, but definitely handle it privacy. Conspiracy members, it turns out to be true. Fail this important state. North Korea is like the thanks for that. I don't go to those sort of things. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the world seems really bad, but it's not terrible. I can sit in my room and play Minecraft online, play a game on the and have fun with making cool things in the universe. And my grandparents, my grandpa has a beautiful obviously one of them GM reviews and walking the world is a good place. It's just news make everything seem worse than it is, you know? It's just there's definitely something about world news the definition of real. It seems like a war. But definitely don't have to worry about that because I'm not paying attention. So that was also over. I don't think there's any other auto levels, but you'll just have to look at the end screen for like a couple more minutes. Actually, I'll replay it. How about that? I'll replay it. Have something to scratch your brains. Yeah, I think that's it. I might better style content. Oh, what was that? Style content more? But honestly, I don't really know how to feel about this. Like, just talking for long and anything else. Talking about this. Hey, this is interesting idea. All mid-air trying to hit water. That's a dangerous combo. I'm gonna say that. Like, AI isn't necessary. It doesn't like evil. It actually evil. Only use case for AI. Like, not the problems that we don't want to solve, but the use cases AI is being used for right now. It's like really good. It's not just like things where it's like. And I personally have good experience with I can't talk photo with that. I really don't know. Talk as much trouble talking to each other. I mean, sometimes I can post like because I'm talking about just the business, but this is a cool game. Or, how was it? I have had good experiences with the drive-through AI systems. They not been that, they've been just like talking to a human, except it's not human. But I do know that most people that I've experienced do understand how to do for a while. I hate having an itchy throat. Yeah. When I went to my dog park 15 minutes or so, I just threw the ant hills out there. I popped like up there and over a little bit. I don't know, my back hurt, which I'm lucky enough. I got my little lottery and I got the prize of a family that is not poor by any means, so we do have a pretty good amount of land. And I got just like, I threw the ball, I walked to it, he runs to it, and just threw it at me. That's actually me. But when I get there, it's just like, I don't know why I might lost a train of thought. I think I was distracted playing my gosh, I'm gonna be honest. Um, as I'm going there, I find ant hills, because we have part of my land, we live on the east coast of North Carolina, so near Raleigh, well, not near Raleigh, Raleigh is like 2 hours away from us, but, I think we live like, I think we live 2 hours away from Myrtle Beach. It might be 1 hour, maybe 2. Anyways, as I'm walking to the ball, or as I'm doing things with my dog outside, I notice ant hills, and so I use the little throw thing I throw my dog's ball with, and I destroy the ant hills, or at least damage them. And today, the ant hill I destroyed or damaged was especially big. It looked like one giant black moving mass. And I looked down, like midway through destroying the ant hill, and ants are all over my ankles. There's like probably 10 to 20 little black dots crawling over my ankles. And at that time, I don't really notice them because, they're ants. I just like swat them off. When I can hide, I take this ibuprofen, or what is that ibuprofen I have from this? Come on. No, Benadryl tube I have. It's uh, like 3.5 ounces. Yes, I'm American, if you can't already tell, unfortunately. Um, and I just took a not giant, but like a pretty big blob, and like massaged it into my ankles, and it didn't feel bad. I don't know why I'm making it sound like it felt bad. It just felt like putting water, like putting thick water on your ankles. That's what it felt like. I haven't had many itches. That's good. Yeah. Speaking of, like, life and stuff, I might be taller than my dad. My dad's, like, turning 50 this year, and I'm only 14. I remember my parents told me when I was, like, I think 11 or 12, that the doctors calculated I would be 6 foot when I'm fully grown. Pretty good. Not very, not the most attractive guy, but, I can make up for that. So that's, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really looking right now, but maybe in the future. Yeah, man. I wonder if you guys can hear my gameplay. My TV turned down to like 10, and I'm using a TV. I'm using the same TV I use for my Wii. Oh man, my throat's scratchy. Ugh. I hate pollen, and it's pollinating here. Man, this sucks. I mean, not literally, I kind of backed it up for the camera. Not camera, because there is no camera. But for the stuff, the likes, the views that I don't get, but I do want at some point. But honestly, before I was coming in with the idea of getting like millions of views and everyone loving me and wanting to be my friend and looking up at me. But honestly, now it's just like, you see my lives probably. Just me and my friends talking and having fun. I wake up, get out of bed, about 30 minutes laying in bed because I'm homeschooled. Um, and I just like hang out and record a video and go live and talk. It's very chill. That's definitely bed. That's all I've been doing. Wonder if my parents think I'm talking to someone. Yeah. Nothing of importance has really happened. Oh, I did get a job. I mean, I started having that job before starting, YouTube and stuff, but yeah. Ooh, start. Alright, hold on. There we go. You put, oh man, I can't put torches in your offhand. I'm kind of sad that I didn't make a console edition port to Java. I mean, the community's definitely done that, but having an official version would be sick. I'm definitely sad that 4G Studios hasn't gotten nearly enough attention from their other games, which I don't even know of. I know they make games. I've seen like a short or video or something showcasing their other games, and I just forgot their names. I'm gonna be honest. Creeper. Oof. Ouch. Okay. Tinky. And I'm watching no pixels. Alright, I wonder what Captain Sparkles is doing these days. I remember seeing a video. Oh, come on, AirPod. I've AirPod done once and they saw it come staying in your ear. It feels like I just, like, they sit there and I feel really comfortable, but after like probably 10 to 30 minutes of staying in your ear, they just flop out. They just like cannot exist anymore. Okay. I've said that all like probably 4 times, something like that, but like, I mean, I probably have a couple more things to talk about. Oh, if anyone's watching this, that's watched my lives, my streams, my lives. The server I play on is called Too Many Cows. I think it's compatible with Bedrock. I mean, you know that I told you about playing. Sorry, I used to play on Bedrock, but um, my friend told me there's a couple bugs with the geyser. That's how you play it on Bedrock. They use geyser. But I didn't have those errors, so maybe it's just a him problem. But the port stays the same. It's I think it's 1932 or whatever its default when you try adding a custom server, and the IP is too many co.ws, I think. Yeah, it's .ws. Yeah, remember. Too many co.ws. One word, no capitals. You will need to download some extra things. I think that's like stuff from mods, because the server does have mods and stuff. Probably for the actual mods to like banish and do things. Some other stuff. Guys are probably. Is there anything else? I forgot to get my meds. So that's something. Yeah. Need to sneak out. My dad told me to get my meds when I left his room, but I forgot, and I just remembered while recording, so I'm gonna need to go get those. Ah, man, I hate Script. I use I used in past tense my PS4 controller to AFK Souls RNG, because I used to be a pedophile platform player, Roblox, but mostly pedophile haven, basically. But I lost my train of thought. I AFK'd using my PS4 controller, and now my PS4 controller has stick drift. I need to fight against this stick drift, which is great. And my PS4 bundle, I have PS4 Pro, but the bundle that I got came with two controllers. The black one does really work, so I really only have one controller, which is great. Alright. Oh my god, Mm, yeah, I talked a little bit about access Vita, but yeah, let me dive in a little deeper. So the Vita has, um, I was gonna just turn to an actual moving spreadsheet with eyes that, oh no, 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 I'm gonna die via lava. That sucks. Alright, my Vita, you can get some homebrew stuff, and you can get the games and things that come with the not come with the console, but you should have gotten that paid for free. I won't specify further because I don't know how they're getting these games. Could be legal, could not be legal. I don't know. Yeah, I have a bunch of games and there's a bunch of homebrew and the community is great. Now, if you use a Linux operating system like me and you want to make games for the Vita, you're kind of out of luck because the time frame when development tools were being made, Linux was like a 0.5% of the population used it. It was probably seen as something better to use, not the common person, or even like someone like me who isn't really. Well, I guess I'm technical. I know some stuff, but someone who isn't an absolute geek, just a little bit of a geek, use. But so there's really no tools. The only tool that I found that natively supports Linux is a tool. It's like a custom version of Godot 3.5. It's made by like Sonic someone, and it's a tar.gz, which is just like I think it's like a .zip, but for Linux, but Linux supports the zip file, so maybe it isn't. I don't know a lot about Linux. The most I know is like the sudo and app install and like that sort of thing. Like I know how to do that, and I know some other things, but most of the time when I find a problem or some stuff, I just go to YouTube because I am a visual learner. I don't learn very well reading things. I mean, I can, but I don't like it. I mean, it's not like I hate reading. Like I know books that I do like. I remember really liking the Magic Tree House because when I read those books, I was a Titanic nerd, and they had the Titanic book, and I used to read that a lot. But I just much rather video video educational content because of how well I understand that. Like if someone tells me how to do something, I won't do well. If someone shows me how a video of how to do something, I'll probably do better. Probably. There might be a few circumstances. What did it just say? Can someone translate that to me? To me? Yeah, can someone translate that to me? No. Yeah, yeah, do that. But there's some circumstances where that probably won't be the case, but I don't know of any cases like that. So I'm going on tangent. I got that from my dad. My dad goes on probably like 10-minute long tangents that could have been a couple seconds at most. So I guess I got that from him. The amplified terrain is so weird. It's like strange. I know that's what it's made for, but it's weirdly strange. Like even the amplified terrain in modern Java is different. I mean, that's probably because it's not made with Java, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I know no one's disagreeing with me, but like, look at. I mean, you guys can't look at those. I should probably get like a cheap little dinky capture card for my PS4 because this is cool. This is sick. Like I'm scaling a cliff on the side of Acacia. Holy. It is really sad where Minecraft has come, because like I feel like most of the reason I like Legacy console is because of nostalgia. I'll admit that. watching Stampy growing up before kindergarten and those types of things. And eventually, when I got the game, I remember building obsidian castles in Pocket Edition on my iPad Gen 1 before kindergarten. And I remember getting the game on my Fire tablet and recording videos. And, just like growing up in that era of Minecraft is obviously nostalgic to me. And I remember, just things from when I was younger, when I knew less, when I knew, like, obviously I don't know a lot still. Like, I'm still 14, there's a lot to learn, but, I know more. I know more about, like, how bad people can be. It's just like, having an existential, existential, I'm gonna try to stop. What time is it? I feel like it's 1:30 or something. Yeah, it's 1:40. My left AirPod tried falling out. Existential crisis. There we go. That was an existential crisis. Okay, speaking of eggs, I call too many cows TMC because that's what shorthand is. But TMC had its Easter event, and my friend got one of the golden eggs, and the golden eggs are worth $1 million. But honestly, that doesn't take you very far. Like, 1 mil in real life and 1 mil in TMC is completely different. Like, I have 1 mil, but that's not a lot. Like, the person with the most money is an admin named Khan, and she has, like, I think 6 bill, like an insane amount. I don't even know how she got it. I think she got it from, like, some farm or something, like a collection of farms and, like, a shop she has where she sells shells. Oh man. Okay. My brain, my brain is begging for sleep, but all I'm giving it is more OBS and Minecraft. Oh, come on, man. I know I can't craft that. Let's see. Alright. Going back to, like, Minecraft not having an existential crisis, I'm gonna keep calling that something Easter. My, man, I don't know why. It's like sometimes I thought that pig was there's a pig on screen, and it was at, like, the left corner when I was killing a sheep, and I thought the pig was an armadillo, and I was like, what? And you're like a surprise of joy. Oh man. Alright, going back to Minecraft. I'm building this iron farm, and it's so hard to. The building part was easy. It's just cobblestone and water and slabs. But the transportation of villagers and zombies is going to make me become a paraplegic. I figured out some now, but it's like, why can't you leave villagers? Why leave? Why? So now, the system that I figured out is just to put, like, a giant stone tube system around or hovering over each of the little chambers the villagers need to go in, and I put the villagers I need into a separate little box at the villager breeder, and then I forgot my crafting table, and then I break blocking their access to the water elevator that brings them up to the tube system. And then once they're up to the tube system, they get pushed down by the water elevator leaking out into the tube system. And then I just placed water behind them. What does that mean? I can't know. I placed water behind them. Eventually, they get to their spot, but it just takes so long, and you can't do it during the. Well, I don't think you can do it during the night. So you either have to do it all on one day, or have to wait like 14 minutes for it to turn day again. Then, Jesus, man, my mic has a mount on it, but the desk mount sucks. And there's like this, the wrench used to turn is built in, but when you can move it around. So like if you need to put it close to like another object, you can change where it's coming from. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. I don't know, but you can scratch it across either side of the hole the little wrench thing is put into, and I did that, and it felt like I wasn't myself. It felt like I was looking at myself, not like through a mirror, but I was just looking into my skull. Like, that didn't feel good. That didn't feel good at all. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like that. Oh, man, I forgot I don't have, I only have Steve. On Java, I have a Java character I made. That's just my Discord profile picture, so not a Minecraft character. Gonna be honest, not very creative. I'll probably make a new one that's, kind of better, but, this content is around the same level as the effort I put into most things, so, you know, you know where this is at, so. And the level of quality this content has is open OBS, think, hit stream, or hit record, and then talk. There's no, like, scripting or anything, that's why there's so many ums and likes. And, yeah, there we go, I found another one, it's just, like, hard to think about what to say so, like, fast. Like, I mean, when I was in Spanish class at an old school, that school was terrible. It felt like I had so much anxiety. I had like a mental breakdown every Sunday. School goes from Monday to Friday. So I had a mental breakdown every Sunday. It felt like, alright, I have to do my homework. And I was like, okay, I gotta finish this. Okay, I gotta finish this. Until it's like 10:30 in the night, and I have 7 assignments I need to get done. At school starts 8 in the morning. Yeah, that was not a good thing, because I already have anxiety. Like, long story short, but I do have anxiety. So, combined with having a stressful school life, and other things happening around that same time, my life was a nightmare. It was just, like, terrible, but not to gloat, because I know my life is probably better than most people's, some people in slavery, some weird off nation in somewhere in Libya or something, like a sovereign nation or something. I don't know. There's some African countries that are terrible. I'm not singling out Africa. I know there's great countries in Africa. I also know there's bad countries in Africa. Just like there's terrible things in the US, like the KKK. I think this video is gonna get age restricted. I'm like 99% sure. Even saying the three C sounding letters in order will most likely get me absolutely good. Let me make an X. I'm gonna be honest, all the time, I haven't really been doing much. I've just been running around. Let me find another sheep. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh, I need food. Why did I just put my pickaxe? I don't play on PS4. I play on my Vita. So all these different controls and stuff are like foreign to me. What do they think? Oh, high school life. Yeah, so man. Oh, my Spanish class. Yeah, Spanish class. So in Spanish class, our teacher was for one terrible. She had the worst temper, and there was this one kid named Anthony. He was a great kid. He was nice. He was calm. He did his work. He didn't bother anyone. You know, he had some speaking disability or some type of anxiety or social anxiety or something like that. So he said a lot, and the teacher hated when people said like during the sentences, like she would do, hey, no, say like once, I don't care, and she was just like unnecessarily angry, like just like she was just like an angry person, and sometimes she was fine, like sometimes, oh my god, sometimes she was fine, most of the time, she was, my phone dropped and it still survived. But most of the time, she was just such an angry bastard. So just calm down, man. Um, one time, she just got like unnecessarily angry. It was terrible. She, my family speaks Spanish, so I probably need to know at least some Spanish and do some German. Some of my family does speak German, but she just made me hate Spanish because she's such an unnecessarily rude and just ugly, not ugly as an appearance, but ugly as an attitude person. She just, like, wasn't a good teacher, like, at all. Like, not in the slightest. Not a baby zombie, not a baby zombie, not a baby zombie. No, 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 please, don't restrictive, no restrictive, no strict drift, no strict drift, yes, no strict drift. Alright, see? There we go. Alright, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. My mom, me and my sister make fun of her mom because some people talk to their children when they're really young, infants and toddlers, in a different language that to help them learn that language when they're older, or help them understand that language when they're older. I don't know if that actually works or not, but my mom didn't do that with us with Spanish, so we make fun of her for not doing that. It's a joke, so it's not really like a serious thing. We're not actually angry at her, but it definitely would have been nice. But you know, we can't really change the past. There's no reason to think about it now. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next. Let me think more. Let me see if there's anything else. Nothing's coming up. No, it's not TMC. Really, no. It's that egg thing. So, I've already talked about that. Oh. I got a study device. Oof, how that I hit. But, oh, I just pressed space on accident. probably hear it. There, you can hear it now, definitely. There you go. And I realized, for one, Linux is basically ordered. For one. For two, the Linux drivers that are on their official website should open, but they don't show the device that I have when I plug in. Three, some of the Linux things they have on their website or on their Discord are dead. They're dead things. Like when I went on their free new users thread on their Discord, what do you call it? I'm just gonna call it thread, there's multiple messages. The new users thread had a link that led to a download page for UW rules. I don't know what those are used for, honestly, but UW rules. Apparently that mattered with the link drivers. I clicked on it, like, oh, okay, they've been dealing with very fast for hours or so. I don't know how long it's actually. It was probably horrible. But I've been doing that for like an hour or two. The thing is that, like, it actually just went nowhere, timed out. Like, I paid $36 for a device. And I can't really do it. But I figured out that if I connected it to my laptop, which is a Mac laptop, I usually install Windows on it, but I installed plus that I really install more programs on it. Windows at least. But I kept macOS, and I was able to install the macOS drivers. Those worked, so I was able to change my settings and do all the things out there. But that is really a stupid way to fix the problem, because it's not fixing the problem, I'm just trying to fix it. Avoiding the issue? Yeah, avoiding the issue. So, that's not good. I can tell you the details, and then I can tell you what I did after. So, I put the startup is my last speed repeated 4 times because I used it for jump stretch. As you can see in my footage right now, I like jump stretch. And my friend's main image that he would like added to the screen, for when it's not started up in AFK or, doing other things. Or clicking. I don't know what I'm saying. The image is a cat with a wizard hat on, holding a magic stick, saying, "I cast," and not. He says, "I cast itchy balls." Very sure. The knob is fine. The knob is great. I like the knob. It feels very nice. You can take it off. It reveals that it's actually metal underneath. Which is cool. I like that. Snaps back easily. Click is nice. Now, here's the far right key, if you're facing the right way. Here's the middle key. You might notice something. Stick. Yeah, I was trying to remove the key switches. Well, because I heard of those hot swappable. They aren't. If they are, that's gotta be the worst hot swappableness ever. I have a hot swappable keyboard. Because that's the same thing I use to get these. That's something. I just have a pair of pliers and I pry it up on one side and it's perfectly fine on my keyboard. With this, it broke something on the middle switch, I guess. On the last one's fine. On the far right one is fine. But on the middle one, that switch is good. I'm gonna have to get a new one. I even looked online on how to do it. So I wanted to replace them with another switch. Maybe it's doing it, and people say, oh, it's not possible, you just gotta do this stuff. It's definitely not possible. I even googled, like, the correct one, what was it, OC3? It's the O3C. Yeah, it said it was not possible. And the farm system, I was like, here's what you gotta do to change the switches. Definitely not possible. I couldn't get it out. Like, I got one side out, but it might have not possible. I don't know. Oh, okay, I don't think it's possible. I should probably say that. Because they could not possible, and it's just incredibly difficult to take them off. But if they are, you gotta provide them tool or something. I saw with SD Player kinda sort of like to review it. His got some much stuff and I didn't. And he got the exact same one. Like, what is that? What is that? Yeah, they're cheap. But mine are mechanical, okay? It has 3 mechanical switches, and a little knob, and a tiny screen on it, 240p, and a bad software. You can make the switches possible. There's no way. Like, they're probably already losing. They're already probably using switch up labor. Like, just make it not possible. Like, just do it. Is it gonna cost you more money? I don't think so. Keyboard that I have on my desk, which is really good. Like, let me click it. Like, I like how it sounds. It's clicky, but it sounds nice. Like, let me click on the keyboard. Like, I really like how that sounds personally. They're fun, but they just have, like, they have a certain, when they hit the top of the device, that I don't like, that I don't like. Like, when they're, I don't know, it's like, the office range, but these have, like, a weird click to them that I don't like. I don't know how I'm supposed to remove these. Like, I actually just don't know. How do you do that? Like, how do you remove these? It's great. I like it. It's just, you got one job. Make them cost more. And, like, I thought they were. And I think I know what's going on. Because there's, like, a little, like, plate thing. I don't know what you want to call it. At the front of the switch. The front goes down. The gap. And now I'm trying to use the middle one because I didn't want to damage the bottom right one, because that's where I had to use like stuff. So if you can forget that confident, I'll be able to see it in all these videos. But I tried to remove it because on Reddit I know where it is. It's not the most reliable source, obviously, people lie, I get it, but I was trying to go through all the information I could find was from other federal tips and things like that. And other people saying, yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, it's not possible. But I couldn't find any official source, like anything to use themselves. So that was a bit frustrating, obviously. It's like, maybe clear up, you know? It's probably an obvious question. But, yeah, it's just frustrating. I'll probably figure it out sometime and I'll probably have it replaced. But it's just not, I don't like it. I don't like that I'm trying to use my Mac instead of my phone. That's the main computer. Two, there's no support. I want a Discord because I don't want to, someone wait a week for a response, then get emailed back, and end up it's either in poor English or in Chinese or something like that. Cause I'm pretty sure Soy is a Chinese company, because the user manual, I have it on my desk, I was having problems. There's 2 pages in English, and the rest are in Chinese. So, yeah, that doesn't inspire much hope. I mean, the English is good. Connect the keyboard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the English is good. It's not like bad English. It's not like, your average Temu product English. It's like they hired a separate company that was natively English to write a translation for the manual. So that's good. That's definitely better. But there's no like troubleshooting guide. The best you get is go to the online manual, which is okay, I guess. But the online manual doesn't have any troubleshooting advice either. It just has setup advice. That wasn't really any help. And yeah, I told you this, but the FAQ was a dead end too, because the links were also dead there. And it's just like disappointing. It's just like, not angry, I'm just disappointed, man. Like, I'm not rich. I don't got money. Let me open my bank account right now. I'll actually open it right now. On my phone, opening my banking app. I'm actually doing a transfer some money, because I put some students' money. Alright, I'll tell you after I transfer the money. Oh, transfer $36. Alright, I have $40 spendable. I had $10 spendable, but my dad gives me $100 a month. But I'm lucky, I know I'm lucky. I mean, I rolled the lottery, and I, I guess you like won whatever. I don't know what winning is in the lottery. I haven't played before. I mean, I know it's basically gambling, but I don't know how you win it or anything like that. But that isn't the point. But I did win the lottery. I got lucky enough to be born into a middle class family. I got higher middle class. I got a Switch for my Easter. For Easter, you know? Like, I'm not poor. I got lucky. I don't I don't want to seem like a brat. Like, I don't want to become a brat that demands everyone follow their leads and stuff. That's what I'm saying. I'm lucky. Not to make everyone feel like they're worse than me. Because I know poor people can, well, calling people poor sounds like I'm a brat. But less fortunate people can still be good people. The majority of them are. Just because you're born to an unfortunate situation doesn't mean you can't be a bad. Doesn't mean you can't be a good person. Yeah, I mean, my parents are rich. Not rich. Not rich. Well off. Well off. Well off. But I am definitely not. I do have 500 in savings, but that's for like, I don't know, if I go to college, if I have a flat tire, if I need money for rent or something, I don't know, get money for rent or something. That isn't really spendable. The only reason I took that was because my dad told me, hey, you can take that out, and then just transfer money back to me when I pay. So yeah, it's, the way of life. Now, let me think. Let me make sure I don't die. Going pause. Let me think. Anything else that I want to talk about? I mean, I am playing Deadlocked. I got a 70%, 77, I think. like the beginning of the dual wave spam thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but dual wave. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Let me get up because I've honestly been slouching over like a gamer. I have achieved gamer posture. Hold on, let me adjust my mic. There we go. Oh man, you're so loud. Alright, here we go. Hour video. Holy. That was nice talking to whoever is here still. I don't expect many people to sit through those massive gaps. Honestly, one more thing. When I started recording, not this video, but in general, like going live and recording, I thought I'd be way more anxious because when I used to record a lot, not a lot, but a little bit, I was way more anxious. So I was like, now it's just like, so talk to your friends, and the friends like the 8 billion people or whoever has access to the internet, probably about 7.5, but you know what I mean. Maybe not dealing with semantics. It's like talking to a friend. It's like talking to your homie. Like, you're just on like a Discord call or whatever, and you're talking to your friend, your buddy, and you're just like, playing your games or streaming, and you're just talking. You're having a good time. Speaking of Discord's going public could be that. Yeah, I've been for one, age verification kind of sucks, or it does suck. Two, um, the Quest 6 system, I don't like it because it's just like a pop-up. It literally is a pop-up on Discord. I don't know. I'm good. Looking at the sponsorships on like the bottom left, I'm fine with that. That isn't blocking anything, but the pretty big sized pop-ups on the top right, how good. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't want them. I don't care what they're promoting, man. I don't care. Unless it's like something I already want and I already care for, I don't care about it. You know, it isn't marketing to me personally, but it could be to other people. Who knows? Maybe there's some whales that are buying in or playing the class or something. I don't know. Yeah. That's, I wish there was like a universe where we didn't have all the corporate greed, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Like corporate companies can still exist, but they aren't greedy or as greedy, and I know that will never happen because at a certain point, you don't, you aren't caring for other people, you're caring for your own company because you want your company to succeed and to destroy the opposition and to keep them from overtaking you because you want money, you want the fame, but at the end, you you're gonna be left empty-handed and sitting at some fancy retirement home with no one to visit you, or no one to visit you that cares. And eventually, you'll be waiting for death to knock on your door. It's not worth it. It's just, if you're gonna run a business, don't make it look a big monopoly. Steam isn't a monopoly, by the way. Steam is just better than everyone else. And it's the only one I can use because Epic doesn't offer Linux for one, and if they did offer Linux, I wouldn't use it because Steam has a better service. I already have my games on there. I don't want to rebuy my games on Epic, and some games aren't available that I want. So Steam is just better. You know, it's just I like more. You know, I don't know. Let me choose. Don't force like Steam to do stuff to improve, or don't force Steam to get worse or do stuff that will increase Epic's like hold in the market. That's all I'm saying. Like, and just have fair competition. If one product is better than the other, let people use that product. Don't force Steam to get worse so that Epic can catch up. It's like, oh man, you're such a whiny company if you need to bring in the law to be your big boy daddy to fight your battles for you. Like, if your product sucks, improve it. Don't force the law to make Steam do stuff to make your share, your handhold, your hold in the market bigger. That's all. I think I'm gonna stop talking because if I don't, I'm gonna end up talking until it's like 2 a.m. That's 2 a.m. Until it's like 4 a.m. and the video is going to be 3 hours long, 4 hours long. Yeah, no, 2. It'd be 3 hours. There. I figured it out. Be proud of me. Yeah, it's just be a good person. Donate your extra money that you don't need to charity or to some other thing. This goes for Nintendo too. Just gonna be bastards. Yeah. I guess that's all. Video games are an interesting place. They are evolving, but they're also kind of devolving. They're getting more expensive. The companies are getting greedier and greedier, and more companies are caring about how much money they're making rather than actually making good games, They'd rather make a game addictive than make it good so people want to play. I feel like Minecraft, I don't know about Bedrock. I feel like Bedrock isn't really addictive. Maybe a little bit, because if you buy something expensive on Bedrock, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to switch it up, I don't want to play another game, but no one's really buying anything that expensive on Bedrock. I think the max is $11, which, good chunk of change. I can only buy 3 $11 things right now, but in general, I don't think $11 is gonna make you experience. Would it be FOMO? Would it just be like not wanting to leave the game because you found something? I don't know if there's like an actual clinical name for that, but I don't think $11 is enough for that. Maybe like 80, 70, maybe 60. Probably not 40. Java definitely not. Java doesn't have any like built-in paid content. You buy it and then you just have the game. You can get mods, and mods are mostly free. So essentially it's free, but it has paid stuff, so I don't know if that really counts. It does count as being free, but I don't know if I like the idea. I don't know if I like Essentials having like emotes and stuff paid. Cause like, I'm gonna make you money somehow. I get that, but like, maybe not so. Maybe taking donations or something like that. Maybe that's a better idea. Not like, dang, I have this metal beat thing with the shot out to probably the same place Warrior one is now. Anyways, I've done enough talking for today. I've said the videos would be over since like probably like 40 minutes. I'm actually gonna end it now. Alright, see y'all probably later today.